Alright, so let's begin our warm-up and then we're going to start.
Ready for warm-up?
Yeah, this is a great beat for the warm-up. Yeah? Okay. Here we go!
Here we go. Okay. I'm getting warm. Okay.
It's a little cold today, so.
It's a little cold. So let's start with some shoulder circles back. Ooh. And then add the elbows. Just to get a gentle plie. Add the arms. Ooh, and rolling the wrist at the top. And reverse. Back to elbows. Shoulders up. Take the arms forward and fold. Ooh. Bend the knees, roll up. When you get to that top, shake the head out a little bit. Just loosening up the neck. And we'll start head circles to the right, rolling to the right. 6, 7, to the left. Again to the right, you can take it a little bigger, adding the shoulders. To the left. Reach up. We're going to step out to a gentle little second here. Same thing, we'll roll to the right. Using the shoulders if you want to. Again to the left. We'll reach up again. Pull forward. Take a plie here, bend the knees. Bend and straighten as it feels good to you. Woo. Woo. This is a lot of physical activity for me. Drop the back of the pelvis, roll up. Arms are coming up. And I'll stretch over to the left. Just easy, and then I'll drop and roll through the middle, rolling back up. Woo. We'll go to the right. Rolling up. Ooh. Again, we'll stretch to the left and to the right again. Trying to stay in constant motion. So I'm giving my muscles and my bones smoothness. One more time, drop the head, roll down to the middle. And bend and straighten as it feels good to you. Drop the back of the pelvis, roll up through the spine. Walk the feet in, toes, heels, heels. Pull the right knee into the chest. And here, give it a little shake if you want to. Just to relax that hip flexor. You can roll the ankle here. I'm going to pull the knee to the side. I'm going to grab the ankle, pull it back, taking the knee straight down. Woo. And drop, swing the leg back through. And we'll drop that knee. Same thing on the left. Pulling the left knee into the chest. Here you can roll your ankle out. My left ankle got arthritis or something because she just really being soft and releasing the hip flexors, so I'm not like, I'm just like releasing. And if you're falling over, that's great, me too. I'm gonna grab the ankle or the top of the foot, pull the knee down, pull the foot back. Ooh, this quad is tight. And drop and swing that left knee back through. And we'll drop. Right knee will come back up. Then I'll send that right leg behind me to a lunge. Yep. You know, if your lunge is here, that's great. If your lunge is deeper, that's also great.
Might be the first time I've lunged since last week.
And then we'll take the hands down to the floor into plank. We'll step the right leg forward to the opposite lunge.
The little bounces really help.
The bounce helps to stay in motion and instead of like a static stretch, you know. And then I'll swing the left knee forward into my chest. And then I'll drop. Ooh, and we'll shake that out. Yeah. We're feeling good? Feeling good? Yeah. Feeling more?
Feeling more awake than I was when we started this video.
And then we'll start the same thing through that side to the right. So left knee goes into the chest. And then sending the left foot back behind you to lunge. And here you can go to hands on the floor if you need a little extra support. You can stay up, you can take hands up, you can be fancy. You can drop the knee if you're like, this is not working for me. All options are great options. I'm gonna stay here for a little bit. That's good.
Usually might go to bed 'cause it's 1 a.m. there.
Oh, 1 a.m. Oh, she's in Korea. Then I'm gonna take my hands to the floor, step my right foot back to plank. If you're really fancy here, you wanna give a little push up, you can. Oh, yeah. I thought I wasn't coming back from that. And then I'm gonna step the left leg forward to the opposite lunge. Woo! And then swing the right knee forward. Yeah. Ooh, how we feeling, people? And I felt
Feeling
that's
like
okay.
that.
We'll take the right knee down. We're gonna do all that, just quick little pulls through. So right knee will go up and back. We'll lunge, step to plank, hold, then step the right knee forward to lunge. Left knee up and hold, and drop. Same thing. Left knee up and back. We lunge and plank. We hold and hold. Left knee forward to lunge. Knee up and hold and hold. And we did it. We'll just drop that. We'll take a little plie bounces here. Again for the hip flexors. You can turn the feet out here if you want, sending the knees out. We'll add little rises for the feet and the ankles. Rise, rise. This doesn't even have to be your fullest releve. This is really just to get the toes working. Ooh. My ankle is cracking.
Everybody's feeling tight.
Yeah. Same over here.
Yeah, then we'll drop that. Shake the ankle out. We're gonna take a little mini shaking score to let the muscles loosen back up. Just shake the right leg around.
The right leg.
Yeah. Or left leg. You got two legs, or you don't, but we're shaking one of our legs. one as wildly as I want to, theoretically, without falling over. Woo! And then we'll move to the right arm. Oh, yeah. This is my career as a vocal professional. Make sure you get the back space. You know, that space back there. And we'll switch to the other arm. Ooh. Yeah. Then we'll move to the shoulders. And you can use a little bit of the chest in here too if you want. So just sort of like shaking the upper body in general. You can add the neck and the head. Alright, this is like shaking just to, continue to get warm and to loosen up the muscles. It's not shaking for torture. Don't feel like you're torturing yourself because we're not doing that. Nope.
Just remember to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth.
Woo! That's me breathing every time I go, woo!
You have to keep oxygen flowing through your body to really kind of get all that tension out and wake up.
Moving the shaking to the pelvis. This is your little booty bump or your twerk if you want.
It's just your wiggle for the morning.
Your wiggle! This is your one wiggle for something. Wiggle for whatever you want.
Wiggle for that cup of coffee.
Yes.
Or that waffle.
Yes, wiggle for that waffle.
Waffle.
Wiggle for that blueberry Pop-Tart I got in the house. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yes, and then slow the wiggle down a little bit. So we still have this vibration sort of in our core. And like, not slowing it down, but making it even smaller. And like even a little bit smaller. Ooh. Like seeing how you can still feel the vibrations without it being super big. And then we're slowly gonna let it grow. We're letting the vibration sort of go throughout the whole body now. And this is like my level like 4, growing to like a level 5. You know, just like shake out. Ooh, yeah. And growing to like level 6. Really letting it, remember to shake, you have to be soft. There has to be a release of tension. Letting the muscles slide on the bone. And we'll go just one more level up to like a 7. Woo! You know, if you're still at a 3 or a 5, or a 2 or a 1, or you're in bed, we still support you. Woo! We'll be here for maybe 20 more seconds. You can do it. Woo! Keep breathing. Shake it all out. Let it all go. And slowing it down to like a level 3. Woo. And a 2. And then pick a body part that you want to shake to finish in. I pick my hand. And let it go to a 1. And a half, and a quarter of a half, and a half of a quarter of a centimeter, and just a small sense. And a 0. 0. Yes!
Woo!
Woo! Y'all feeling more?
Alright, so what we'd like to do is actually kind of continue with the phrase work that we have been working on for the last 2 weeks. So if you're brand new to us, we've been kind of working on a ritual together, and it starts with some simple gestures. There's 8 of them. We'll walk you guys through that. So in week 1, we kind of played around with stillness and extension, reach, and focus. Then in week 2, we expanded those gestures into a short choreographic phrase. And here in week 3, we'd like to continue that ritual with all of you. So we're actually going to open up our process for you all to give us a little bit of direction, in which you will actually end up choreographing part 2 of the ritual that we are creating. And this is very much our process in DGDG. We are a collaborative ensemble-based company, and right now we're finding new ways to continue to create and produce work through collaboration and through a digital screen. Now with all of you in the Instagram world. So we're gonna go back to those 8 gestures and elements to review them and kind of put them back into our bodies and bring our minds back to this place of what we are calling juicy stillness. And then we will start locomoting them, and then we're going to open this up to all of you for some comments and feedback, and then also give your ideas of where you think the phrase should go next.
Woo! So first, let's just start and review. So this is a great time we'll just take the 8 gestures without the choreography that we set. We'll just take the gestures for you to explore them a little bit on your own to sort of get that going. And also for those of you who are new, who want to experience the gesture without our choreography on top of it first, I think it's a really great opportunity. Or if you're not new and you just have some new ideas that have been inspired. So the first one is a reach. So I'm going to reach with my right hand. And you don't have to. You could reach with your left hand, you could reach with your head, you could reach with your foot. And after I finish that gestural reach, and I'm still in this position of a reach, how can I still continue to expand? How does the reach still exist? And then the second one is a pull away. So whatever that means to you, however you pull away, anything is great. The third one is a look at. And still really being intense and active in this looking, even though I'm not physically moving anymore. And then I look away. Then I get closer. Again, I get closer. The next one is a shrink, however you shrink. And the last one in opposition is to expand. And once you find the physical limits of your expansion, how do you continue to expand? And we'll try that one more time. First one is a reach. Try reaching something you haven't before. And then let that reach take you into a pull away. And remember that these could move for a long time or they could move for a short time. You could never find stillness or find stillness for a long time. Then I look at. And I look away. Now I get closer. And I get closer. I shrink. And lastly, I expand. Yeah. So that was basically how we started. Just keep that in your mind for when we get there later. So we'll sort of recreate that process in collaboration with y'all on video. But now I want to take a moment to review what we set gesturally and locomotively. Ooh. I have a degree. Just to review that, to give you another sort of example for those of you who haven't seen it of what we came up with when we set this to choreography. So the first one is still a reach. We reach. Then we pull away. We look. Then we look. And we look. We look away with a roll of the head. We come up. and we expand. So let's get up and do that again, just for review.
And for me too, because I need that review.
Me too, I was like, and we do this. So we reach across with the right hand. We pull the right elbow back, we turn face the back. We look to the right, we look to the left, we look under the right armpit. We roll the head to the left to look away. We come to our right hand to get closer. I'm at a little like pike. And then I get closer, don't touch your face. And then I fold over the left foot to shrink. And then my right leg reaches out and around to expand. Moving on, we'll view this next section. This is all locomotion. So the first thing I do is reach with my right hand behind me to stand up. The arm rotates to come forward. I grab it with my left hand. I pull the elbow into the stomach. I take a little hop. I step behind, sort of sneaking around. I'm in this contraction. I look, and then I take the head under the leg to look away. I come to a lunge with the right leg bent, left leg straight. I get closer. I get closer with the left foot. I shrink, I go down. I fold the knees in, fold the head in, and I push into the floor to expand. And whatever sort of jump you want to have to expand there. Yeah. We'll go over just that part one more time, then we'll put them all together. Right hand reaches behind, and it pulls us up and forward. I pull the right hand back with the left hand, elbow into the stomach. I take a little hop. I reach behind me. I'm still in this contraction. You can especially see that to the side. I look over the shoulder. I take the leg up, head under it, to the lunge. I get closer with the left foot. Closer with the left foot. Just, there you go. We're still here. We shrink. Pull the knees in, head in, and I push to expand. And that could be a jump, it could be something else, just however you expand out of the floor there.
We'd love to see variations.
Yes.
On that, because every day you're feeling a little bit different, and every day your expansion and explosion could be a small earthquake or a seismic experience.
Yes.
There it is.
There it is. So let's review all that from the beginning. So we start with a reach across. We pull away. We look under. We look away with a roll of the head to the left. All the way around, pull the hand up. We get closer. And then we shrink. The right leg expands. And then the right arm reaches. We pull it in to pull away. We look. We look away. We get closer, we shrink, and we expand. Yeah.
How's that going for you all? Any questions or things you would like clarified? Let us know, and we can do that for you guys. But also, one thing that we always talk about as a company, and within our style of dance theater, is that we're performing from a very human place, and we are tapping into the experience behind the movement and where it became generated from. So everything that we do comes from a very emotional place. Yes, we will do it one more time. So we would like to incorporate emotion, your personal human experience, our personal human experiences inside of the choreography so that the work becomes more than just about a series of steps, but it becomes about a narrative story. And we don't have to know the story, and it never has to be something that's fully clarified. But if you have the story inside of your head while you are performing it, the audience will then see it and be able to connect to you as an individual in a brand new way. So we will do it from the top again.
Yes. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. We reach across. Pull away. Look. 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 Look away. Get closer. Get closer. Shrink. Expand. And reach. Pull away. And look. Look away. Get closer. Get closer. Shrink. Expand. Ah, oh, that is nice.
So maybe you want what you're currently feeling today to influence your movement score, and that is awesome. It's perfect. And then maybe tomorrow if you do this, or next week when we return to it, you have a new emotion and a new feeling that you want to inspire it, and that is perfect as well. So every day it can change. Every time you perform it, it can change. And that's something that we very strongly believe in, that every performance, every rehearsal should be different and should allow the world to come in, influence, and affect the direction, because we're human and we feel different every single day, every 5 minutes.
Amen. Every 5 minutes.
So allowing those elements to join into set movement really kind of brings it to life, but also allows it to exist past one moment in time, which is something in dance that we don't always think about, but it is something in theater that we spend a lot of time thinking about. So we're trying to combine our two worlds into this very short phrase. I'm gonna wave to some people. Hi.
What's up, y'all?
Hi. So let's return to this phrase one more time for our new friends, and then we're gonna open this up to you all to kind of give us some ideas about what you're feeling when you see this through your screen, but also when you are performing it yourself. And then we're going to put you all in the choreographer seat.
Boom, boom. Oh. Wait. Here we go. Right hand will reach across. Pull it back. Look. 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 Look away. Get closer. Get closer. And shrink. Expand. And reach. Pull away. And look. Look away. Get closer. Get closer. And shrink. Expand. And let your expansion keep going. Let your expansion take you somewhere new. Keep expanding. Even when you think you've expanded to your 100%, how do you have 101 and 102 and 103? And whenever you're ready, let your expansion slow. You can keep going, or you don't have to. We got an Amber Alert. Don't know if y'all got one too, but we got one.
So as we take a little breather and come back from all of that, we would love to invite you to join us in a conversation.
Yeah, so don't go away.
Don't go away. Talk to us. Tell us what you were feeling when you were performing that choreography. We can start it.
Yeah.
Colby, what were you feeling?
I think for me, it's a lot about a relationship. Thinking about the relationships that I have with people now that aren't so physical, and how like the effort I have to put in to reach across or reach to someone, or like the intention I have to put to like really pay attention to someone on something that I usually use to escape. But yeah, I think for me, it is this very melancholy relationship between being distanced and being so far away, but making that effort to feel close to like all of you. Some of who are my friends, some of you who are potential friends, and like the effort that we have to make now to like maintain those relationships that we used to have, I think, which is like sweet and nice, but also very sad, melancholy. I went to school. But
Longing for connections, figuring out what I'm reaching for.
mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, even the boring ones. I know, right? I'm never showing up late to nothing ever again. Oh yeah. Very that.
Yeah. Like, yeah, does the intention repeat? Is the goal the same?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think that is subconsciously embedded inside of the movement. So when we first created the gestures and the elements, it wasn't coming from any real narrative place. It was coming from just needing to expand and needing to find a reason to move, because it's really difficult right now to find motivation. Yes, reaching for what we used to have.
Yeah.
Oh yes, Nick. Yeah, the conversation between your distal regions and your other body parts. Yeah.
And why do we pull? Like, why do we pull away? Why do we look and then look away? We reach, we pull away, we look away. So there's like this internal fight to like reach towards and then to pull away, to get closer, to be afraid of that, and then to expand into that. Yeah, and I think for me the question is also like, is this a narrative? Am I all a part of this narrative, or am I stuck in the reaching? Do I imagine the expansion as what the future would be, or am I trying to expand in spite of, my situation?
Yeah, it is the labor of trying it. It's deceptively simple, the movement score, but it is extremely difficult to do, particularly in confined spaces, which is probably what most of us are working inside of, and also just the confines of our brains right now and our hearts feeling really locked in. It's a challenge. It's extremely difficult.
Someone says this is hard because too many feelings come rushing to the surface.
Yeah. The moment for me when I get into that first reach, it feels like an absence. As if I lost something or someone, which in a way we have. And there's no getting that back.
Yeah.
For me, what came out in the last couple of times we were performing it was also this feeling of claustrophobia and really needing to break out of a box, of the shell, of whatever obstacle is currently around me, but not being able to. So even in that last expansion moment, I can't really get anywhere, and I can't fully extend through my limbs.
Yeah, I big feel that.
Yeah.
It's that I'm like, expand, keep expanding, but it's like, I don't even know where I'm expanding to. And it's like, so for me, I sort of feel almost the opposite, is that like, the space of being alone with myself is too big to fill. It's even in the expansion, like the need to want to shrink to make my expansion feel like it's enough, to feel like it's big enough, because I got small.
Right.
But yeah.
But like, what an odd metaphor it is, because it still is a form of claustrophobia, because it's you might have all the room and the ability to do it, but you physically cannot, or mentally and emotionally cannot.
Yeah.
So you're trapped inside your own body and brain, which is like a bizarre feeling to have, because we all as humans work really hard to not be trapped.
Someone says, I'm surprisingly dizzy, which makes me feel unrehearsed and not sharp, but the expansion seems like newness. Yeah, the idea of expansion being newness, I think, for me is inherently, especially for it being at the end, that idea of this being something new, the expansion. It feels too indulgent to expand, Nick says.
Yeah, I feel very similarly to you, Nick. And even when I was exploring expansion, it felt almost like there was a falseness to it. I was just doing it because the term was there and that's what I was supposed to be exploring, but I didn't believe it. And there was no realization of true expansion. It was just a false pretense of it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all great stuff. I'm just scrolling back through to see if we missed anything.
Do you guys want to redefine the movement with different music for people?
Yeah. So let's return to it with a different soundscape. Hey, it's true, Nick. We should be shrinking and staying away from each other. Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
We should.
We shouldn't feel good.
So we're gonna try this with we're grateful for you as well. We're gonna try this with a different sound and see if that brings forward anything new, a new emotion, new opinions about the movement, and then we will return to the discussion. So let's dance, because that does feel a little bit better sometimes.
Here we go. Reaching across. Away. Look. Look away. Get closer. Shrink. Expand. And reach. Pull away. Look. And look away. Get closer. Shrink. Expand. Yeah, let's try that again. 5, 6, 7, 8. Pull away. Look. And shrink. Expand. And reach. Pull away. Look away. Get closer. Shrink. Expand. And let your expansion take you somewhere new. And when it feels like you're done expanding, just hold in the stillness of that physicality and continue to experience the expansion emotionally as a human, with energy as a person, through the focus. And find an ending there. Yeah.
love to get awkwardly close to the camera.
I know. We're like,
So how did that feel for you guys the third time around?
Yeah.
Anything change for you with a new sound score and maybe just like a new awareness about what's happening to you internally from the first or the previous performance? That's kind of something that we're always interested in and that we talk a lot about with each other, is how we're feeling from one iteration of the movement
to the other.
Yeah. If anything has changed for us. Calmer, yeah. I also felt a bit calmer because I feel like I released something in our conversation with each other.
I felt a lot
invigorating.
It was a lot less isolating for me, even though physically I'm not any less isolated. And I know for us, we have the privilege of being in the room with each other, whereas a lot of people are like doing this, by themselves. But
yes, practice does make it familiar. I felt the flow more as well. Expansion, like I was floating and then needing to reach back. Yes, Nick. Will felt something about reaching and bringing back, and then Nick felt the flow more. Yeah, I also did. I did as well, and I think that really is because like we did talk about it, and that's kind of one of those things we don't get the opportunity to do a lot right now. Is just have this connection and just like immediately in real time tell each other this is what I'm currently feeling, and then I can release it, let it go, and not have to return, which we all need. So what I think we would like to do now, we have about 10 minutes left, is just sort of get ideas from you all about where this could go next, what you would like to see performed. So thinking of those ideas of those 8 gestures, what could come next after expansion? And that could be you throwing out a term, an action, like crawl or stomp.
Yeah. Or like Will said, his expansion felt like floating, so maybe expansion goes into floating. Or they could be gestures like we start with, like a reach or a look. I think, experiencing what you naturally want to do after that expansion, even though, the sort of guidance I gave was continue to expand. Even though I was saying continue to expand, I was not continuing to expand. I couldn't anymore. So I think for me, I just returned to something else. So maybe that would be my descriptor or my input is to return, whatever that means.
So we would like to invite you into our choreographic process, our creative process, and we would like for the next part of this phrase to be developed by you. And that becomes this shared conversation between all of us, and then something that we can continue to perform and share. Crush. Nick's word is crush.
Crush. Okay.
Crush. Perfect. Any other
Keep
idea?
all those words. Yeah, any words that they put up.
Yeah, and we'll save it so we can
Yes,
definitely.
we're
go
gonna
through.
save all of these words and then we will put them together. Drop. So we've got crush, drop, and roll. Wonderful. Look, moving to expand. Yeah. So crush, drop, roll, look, moving to expand. And then juxtaposition between soft expansion and to earthquake jolts. Ooh, okay, yeah.
Y'all are fancy.
Yes. Okay, gather. Yes. Okay, wait, let's review. Crush,
Drop,
roll.
Look,
moving to expand. Juxtaposition between soft expansion to earthquake jolts, and then gather.
Whoa.
All right, let's and avoid. Okay.
Ooh.
You wanna write
Okay,
this down?
Justin's gonna write these down so that we can do it. Y'all got some good words. Sigh. Oof.
Yeah. Very,
Yes.
very that.
Yes. Okay. So the first one was
Crush.
So we just went from the expansion.
So we expand, we crush. Yeah.
Yeah. This is nice. We could.
Yeah. Crush, just gesturally with the hands.
Yeah.
Crush.
Crush.
I think also I'm like crushing my ribcage.
Yeah, I'm contracting.
Boom. And then we drop.
Yes, I think that was the next one. Drop.
Crush, drop.
Ooh. Crush. This is how it goes in actual
And
rehearsal. Ooh.
This is what we do. You want to drop. That's always me asking questions. I ask so many questions. You want to drop pelvis or do you want to drop head?
Because then we're gonna roll after this. Crush. Expansion to crush. Yeah, what if we dropped head forward and then rolled with the left? So. Drop and roll.
Drop and roll. Stop, drop and roll. We're not on fire, but it feels
crush,
like it.
drop and roll.
Crush, drop.
And then tuck that.
Yeah!
Okay, we're back. Well, that one was fun.
Expansion, crush, drop.
So head really releases down, so just think about dropping all of that. Yeah. And then left leg. Fold.
Yeah, folding here. I'm showing from a different angle.
Yeah. I'll do front, Colby will do side. So drop, fold the left underneath you, tuck that left arm, and then just release the legs.
Yes!
Also, like, just colloquially known as a dead bug.
Yes! Come on, dead bug. Modern dancer term, dead bug.
Dead bug. So we have crush, drop, roll.
What was after that?
Look. Looking, moving to expand.
Look, and then look.
Moving to expand.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so we just rolled. All right. Oh, what if we looked? And we could drag ourselves with the expansion.
Look,
Look.
drag. This way?
Yeah. So that will be our and like maybe we can.
Because I think the next one is like soft expansion to.
Yeah. To explosion.
Jolt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like the jolting on the floor?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Wait,
because
you know I love it.
if we were in the earthquake, I like that.
So we rolled.
We look.
We look. We pull with that expansion. Look to expand, and then soft explosion. A soft explosion.
Into
Jolts.
Jolts.
I think the jolts come in.
boom. So it's like expanding this leg and then jolt.
Yeah, and the jolt I think could be whatever you feel.
Yeah.
But if we could use those
Jolts
jolts to bring us up.
Stand back. Yeah, I like that.
Which is nice because it goes right into gather, which is like.
Gather.
Gather.
And we could expand together. Together.
Okay, so we went.
Expand.
Span.
To crush. To drop. To roll. To look and expand. To folding softly. And then to jolt. To gather.
Well, to
What was after gather?
avoid.
Avoid.
Yeah, gather, avoid.
You could toss it away.
This way. What's that? Salt over your right shoulder?
Salt over your left shoulder?
I don't know which one.
Anybody know? What do you throw the salt over?
Aren't you Greek? Isn't that what they do?
I'm Greek.
I don't know. I don't know where it
Spit.
comes from. Oh, tea. I don't know. I put salt on food.
I think we go left shoulder.
Yeah. Well.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. And then the last one's sigh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna feel some things deep down in my soul.
Trying to think. Do you know how much time we have left?
Just drop arms. Left. Okay. We have 5 minutes. So what I think might be the best thing to do is to review this brand new score that we just made with all of your directives and gestures. And then if any new ones come in, it's left shoulder.
Yes.
We'll put those in for next week. So thank you for directing and choreographing us through this. Now we will review it, and then we're going to keep this for next week. And then we will continue to make a dance together. So just just a quick little review. So it comes from the last expansion, expand. Then we're going to crush, and then drop to roll. And then look, moving to expand, soft, jolt, gather,
Avoid.
and then sigh. Yeah. How about one more time? We got a little bit of time. So, we have the explosion, expand, to crush, drop, and look, move to expand.
Soft. Gather.
Ha. And sigh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw, that feels really nice, you guys. Thank you for contributing to all of that. What we're going to do is save all of that. This will be saved on our IGTV as well as our YouTube channel. So if you wanted to return to it to review, you can totally do that. If not, we're going to review everything next week. So we'll go back to part 1 and part 2, and then add in part 3 that you guys made. Thank you guys so much. Y'all are the best.
Thanks.
Bye. Have a good rest of your Saturday.
Bye.